The eagle. The north encampment of Israel. The Euphrates River was a symbol of God's power and judgment. Its name, Euphrates, means to break forth or rushing. It also represented the boundary between the Promised Land and the nations to the east. In biblical tradition, the Euphrates River marked the dividing line between the realm of God's people and the realm of the Gentiles, representing divine judgment, separation, and purification. The north encampment of Israel, consisting of the tribes of Dan, Asher, and Naphtali, displayed the eagle banner. Dan, as the lead tribe, prominently featured the eagle on their banner. Also the snake and the scale, symbolizing swiftness, agility, and keen vision. As a tribe, Dan was known for their military prowess, strategic thinking, and adaptability. Their presence in the north encampment represented the importance of vigilance, rapid response, and innovative problem-solving in defending the nation. Dan's name, meaning judge or vindication, reflected their sacred duty as guardians and defenders of Israel. In the annals of Israel's history, the tribe of Dan played a pivotal role. In Jacob's prophetic blessing, Dan's future was foretold. As an instrument of God's judgment upon the house of Israel, Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, a viper by the path, that bites the horse's heels so that its rider shall fall backward. I have waited for your salvation, O Lord. One illustrious member of the tribe of Dan was the judge Samson, who became a legendary hero for his people. Endowed with extraordinary wisdom and strength, Samson tragically broke his Nazirite vow by revealing the secret of his strength to Delilah, a Philistine woman. This fateful decision led to his downfall. She made him sleep on her knees, and she called a man and had him shave off the 7 locks of his head. Then she began to torment him, and his strength left him. Then the Philistines seized him and gouged out his eyes. The tribe of Dan's history of pride and wickedness in worshiping false gods and rebellion ultimately led to their omission from the list of tribes sealed as first fruits unto the Lord in Revelation 7. This is a consequence of Dan's misguided use of science and the law to weaken and harm humanity. Yet, as Samson repented in the end and cried out to the Lord to receive his strength back, the Lord graciously granted his request. Similarly, the children of the tribe of Dan will cry out against Israel's enemies and will ultimately enter the New Jerusalem. Although Dan is not listed among the 144,000 sealed from each tribe as punishment for their wrath against the nations and their association with Babylon, the false Israel, the Lord will restore them. Dan will face a period of grief and humiliation in the end times, but ultimately they will experience redemption. Ezekiel 48:32 confirms their allocation of a gate in the eastern section of the New Jerusalem, alongside Joseph and Benjamin. On the east side, which is 4,500 cubits long, will be 3 gates: the gate of Joseph, the gate of Benjamin, and the gate of Dan. Isaiah 11:8-9 foretells a future time when Dan, the serpent, will be restored and live in harmony. The infant will play near the cobra's den, and the young child will put its hand into the viper's nest. They will neither harm nor destroy on all my holy mountain, for the earth will be filled with the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. The Germanic tribes, sons of Dan, will be humbled by the Lord, but ultimately restored. Joseph's forgiveness of his brothers, including Dan, serves as a powerful example of God's mercy and restoration. As Joseph represents Yeshua in the Bible, his love for his brothers foreshadows the redemption of all the tribes of Israel, including Dan. Asher's legacy of abundance. As a tribe, Asher was distinguished by their remarkable entrepreneurial spirit and business acumen. Their expertise in commerce and trade played a vital role in the economic well-being of the Israelites. Asher's involvement in the community emphasized the importance of prudent financial management, generosity, and kindness. Asher was blessed by Jacob with these words: "Out of Asher, his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal dainties." This blessing highlights Asher's role in providing abundance and nourishment to their community. Moses also blessed Asher, saying, "Most blessed of sons be Asher. Let him be favored by his brothers, and let him dip his foot in oil." This blessing underscores Asher's favored position among the tribes and their potential for prosperity and happiness. Naphtali's gift of eloquence. Naphtali, the 6th son of Jacob and 2nd son of Bilhah, Rachel's handmaid was blessed with exceptional communication skills. When Naphtali was born, Leah exclaimed, "I have wrestled with my sister, and I have prevailed." Genesis 38. This statement reflects Leah's sense of triumph and joy in having another son. Jacob blessed Naphtali, saying, "Naphtali is a doe set free that bears beautiful fawns." This blessing highlights Naphtali's agility, swiftness, and beauty in communication. This imagery of the doe is also reminiscent of the poetic language used in the Song of Solomon, where the beloved is likened to a gazelle or young stag, emphasizing their beauty and gentle nature. Moses also blessed Naphtali, saying, "Naphtali, satisfied with favor and full with the blessing of the Lord, possess you the west and the south." This blessing emphasizes Naphtali's satisfaction and fulfillment in their role as communicators and messengers of God's love. As a tribe, Naphtali played a vital role in spreading the message of God's love and redemption. Their gifts of eloquence, creativity, and messaging continue to inspire and empower people to share the good news with others. The North Encampment's position, facing the majestic mountains, signified their role as the guardians of Israel's northern borders and the defenders of the faith. The eagle banner, prominently displayed, served as a symbol of the nation's watchfulness, agility, and keen spiritual insight, reminding them of their divine calling to be a holy and set-apart people. In Jewish tradition, the eagle is associated with the concept of ruach, wind or spirit, highlighting the importance of spiritual lift, renewal, and empowerment. The eagle banner, therefore, represented the convergence of swiftness, agility, and keen vision, foreshadowing the nation's future protection, prosperity, and divine guidance.